What's going on, everyone? Wanted to make another video to add on to my last video about DCCD units. This is a 07 and onward DCCD unit. Pull this snap ring out of here really quick. It's this style. This is 07 to 21. So taking this thing apart, we're going to take out our main snap ring. And then this one is fresh out of a car, so I have no idea what we're gonna find inside of here, but let's get it apart. Okay. Inside of here, we have all of our little check balls. Set those aside. This is fresh for me. I'm going to do an inspection of how this thing is living. So this one has burnt up DCCD discs in it as well. So as you can see there is no carbon surface left on these plates. So this thing will be a candidate for a rebuild. More stuff we're going to take out of this, just so going back together it makes sense for everyone. It also helps to pull the stuff out of here so that you can get all of the debris out. So we're going to use a little bit of a brake clean can, but barring this thing needs a rebuild, I'm not going to do an absolutely hermetically sealed beautiful job. We'll pull our Torrington bearing out of here. These ones definitely take a bit longer to assemble than the other ones. Take a little bit more patience. All right. So we'll brake clean this out. There you'll see just how much stuff comes out. Pretty much as long as you spray, you'll have dirty stuff coming out of it. So, cleaning this up. All right. This is going to be a rough going back together due to I have not cleaned this thing absolutely beautifully clean inside. So you're going to start things off by putting in the shim. Goes in first here. And then you will have your Torrington bearing. It'll have a smooth rounded over edge. That will go face down. Next, you will have your hub. Drops down in there. Now we will start stacking in our plates. It starts with a outer splined plate here. And then it will alternate the inner wafer style, and that will spline around this hub. We got outer, inner, these guys to spline down onto the hub here. Generally these things don't get torn up too much. Outer, inner. These are, I do believe, pretty much identical to the 05 and older ones. Then we have our last outer here. Then we have our pressure plate. I usually like to look at it and see if I can see the witness mark of the clutch underneath it. And we'll put that guy on here, just so you guys can see everything. We'll brake clean that out. Now we're going to put our 6 little check balls in here to verify that's all good to go there. Go. No. There we go. Next goes in the ball ramp piece. So there's a little dot on here. Little dot lines up with the other dot mostly. Drop that guy in there. You'll know you got him in good because he'll want to kind of center himself in here. Another little bit more rinsing out. There was actually shift pad material that I just blew out of there. That was pieces of shift pad. Huh. Interesting. Let's see, since we know this one was burnt up, let's see if we can see any kind of damage to this clutch here. See if there's any indication that this might be burnt out. Doesn't look too bad. It's definitely worn, that's for sure. Okay, we'll put this guy in here. And then this guy is screwed up. This is pretty screwed up. Generally, you'll take the snap ring out and then you'll be able to service this guy here. Build a dog box for someone, they said. You won't eat up your core, they said. Okay, so now that we're together here, you're gonna maybe notice that your snap ring doesn't quite want to go into place. It's just not quite lined up right. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your spreader tool, you're gonna grab this inner spline here. You can also do this with an input shaft, but you're gonna grab this and you're gonna rotate it. Shouldn't take much. Okay, so it dropped down. So now we are dropped down, so this surface will now accept a snap ring. Excuse me there. This surface will now accept a snap ring. You don't want to turn it too much, or you want to know where you started, because if you don't, it won't always return the ball ramp. If you rotate it, you're rotating those two plates with the check balls, and it will ride up the ramp, and you might struggle to get your snap ring in from that. This guy in. These are a little bit harder to get the snap ring out because there is more teeth here. And there we have it. All assembled, good to go. Not really. But that's that. So that is your 07 and onward DCCD tear apart and rebuild. I hope this helped. If anybody has any questions, leave them in the comments and I can answer them. Or I can go back through this and answer any questions. Anyways, guys, thank y'all for watching. Definitely don't be afraid to get into one of these. You can watch my video to put it all back together. And cleaning it out is a huge deal. You can see all the stuff that came out of it, even just in my short bit of cleaning here. You'll get about 10 times more out of it if you sit there and brush it out with a little wire brush or brake clean. But anyway, I think that wraps this up. Thank y'all for watching. Later.